You're at your desk, and there's a deadline you have to meet. You're surfing the web for some critical information, and then it happens. That window pops up, the one listing all the terms and conditions, and you just go, oh, not now. And you know the deal. If you don't click agree, you're not going to move on and get what you need in order to get your project done. So if you're like 93% of the population, you click agree without ever reading the terms and conditions. But what we don't realize is that when we do that, we actually are signing a contract. We may not know what we signed up for, but we are bound to those terms and conditions. And I believe this same idea is happening in leadership today. We have leaders who have taken on leadership roles, maybe to make more money, to get a bigger title, maybe to have more impact in your organization. But when we click agree and not understand the terms and conditions of the leadership contract, you're not going to be effective. You run the risk of showing up every day, going through the motions, trying your best, but not truly being the most effective leader you can be. But you need to understand that there is a leadership contract out there today, and it has 4 terms and conditions. The first term and condition of the leadership contract is that leadership is a decision, and you have to make it. Of all the great leaders that I've worked with, they all talk about times when they've consciously made the decision to be the leader. And if you don't, you're never going to be truly effective because you're never clear on what you're there to do. The second term and condition is that leadership is an obligation, and you have to step up. You quickly realize as a leader that you're held to a higher standard of behavior, and that it's no longer about you. It's about your customers, your organization, your employees, and the communities in which you do business. The third term and condition is that leadership is hard work, and you have to get tough. You're going to be faced with difficulties day in and day out, and you really have to challenge yourself to take on those things and not to wimp out. The fourth term and condition is that leadership is a community, and you need to connect. The world is too complex today for one leader to have all the answers. We really need to tap into the broader community of leaders in our organizations, where leaders are fully committed to being the best leaders they can be and make their organizations as successful as they can be. As a leader today, you can't just click agree to take on a leadership role. That's no longer good enough. You need to understand there is a leadership contract, and it comes with 4 terms and conditions that you have to fulfill. So before you click agree, read the leadership contract.